Tonight I wanna see the bright lights over me. Show me something magical. Show me everything I want and more. The best of the good life.
This week, Top Billing's 25th birthday kicks off in the USA, where Michelle Garforth-Venter looks back to where the best of the good life began. Jonathan and the Boynton-Lees pause for breath to take in John's meteoric rise since winning the presenter search. It still hurts, but it's the laughs we remember most about the amazing Simba Mhere. Michael and Jacqui watch their children take flight, while the good doctor remembers his trip to the edge of space. Bassie walks us through the looks which made her a style icon. The partners behind the production of the show, Bassie and Patience, discuss an unbreakable friendship. And we salute SABC3, the station that made this stage yours. Your presenters tonight are Dr. Michael Mall and Basetsana Kumalo.
Good evening and welcome to Top Billing.
Michael, we're not that old, hey?
You're
Really.
You're beautiful for 49.
Well, no, whoa. A warm welcome to Top Billing from Bassie and I.
These are the very wonderful words that set Michael and I on the adventures of our lives.
Yep, for 25 years, we brought you the best of the good life from across the planet, and in tonight's landmark anniversary show, we're kicking off in Atlanta, Georgia.
With the very first presenter, Michelle Garforth-Venter.
Michelle knew from childhood she was going to be on camera. Shout action and something entertaining is bound to happen. This is what she brought to Top Billing.
Well, you'd have to be wearing blinkers not to notice if someone very close to you was trying to poison you. Would you like some coffee, monsieur?
Oh, thanks.
A national ice skater at age 12, Michelle's sporty nature made her and co-presenter Neil McCarthy the perfect odd couple.
15 minutes away in one of Pinder's light aircrafts, and a short trip in a 4x4 brings you here to Sodwana Bay, where all the best fish hang out.
So we thought we'd get down and do a bit of mingling with them.
Neil could capture the moment in a sentence, while Michelle was the sprightly, intrepid spirit of the show.
When I was a young reporter with Top Billing, I was very lucky in that I got to do a lot of field shoots. And I think where the outdoors bug really bit me was in the country of Namibia. Such wide open spaces and such quiet. You can almost hear your soul thinking. And I think from there, I started pursuing more animal stories. And that led us to Zimbabwe, to Zambia. Gosh, we traveled Africa. I know all the African continents like the back of my hand.
Today, Michelle brings her skills to assisting an Emmy Award-winning TV and radio producer.
I'm working for consumer investigator Dale Cardwell's production company. Come inside and I'll show you around.
Over 30 years, American audiences have come to trust and rely on Dale for his exposés on unethical businesses or faulty products. His purpose? To inform and protect.
As you try to help consumers, you can't help consumers unless you're willing to ask the question why. Michelle's the kind of person that can ask that question. Television can be so abstract and can be so cold, right? The people that can communicate through a screen, they're rare. And when you find one, you know, you've got to make certain that they're on your team.
Transport and entertainment go hand in hand, and cross-country skiing is yet another. Cross-country skiing is one of the many options when it comes to transport, and it's at times like these when a dog is a girl's best friend.
One of my assignments with Top Billing was to do adventure segments. So of course we did them. I was set on fire, which was an incredible experience. We did that on a movie set.
I just have to tell the camera that I think I was a very hot chick back then. Perhaps a bit too hot to handle, you know?
If there was a challenge, Michelle was game and went about it with total commitment.
Ready and go! Arch. Altitude. X altitude. X altitude. Arch. Touch. Look. Touch. Arch. Look.
You know, they teach you how to do this. You're there for a couple of days before you actually jump out the plane yourself, because you do it on your own. You're not strapped to somebody.
I've been told that if you're not scared, you're not getting your money's worth. Well, I'm petrified, so this experience should be worth millions.
And I believe that free fall lasts about 40 seconds. And in that 40 seconds, you could probably write a book of what goes through your brain. That is testimony to how much of our brain power we're not using. Because it's phenomenal. I mean, the minute you land on the ground, you should actually grab a pen and paper or type and just start putting it down. Because you think of a billion different things.
Oh, I have to tell you, I feel so brave. I feel so brave to have done that. It is the most majestic feeling. You jump out of that aeroplane and there you are in the clouds and you can actually touch them.
But once you've done that, you feel like, oh, well, hey, I can conquer anything.
Now parents to 7-year-old Rain, both Michelle and Rian invested much of their early careers in the kind of full-time TV roles which take you away from home and aren't ideal for starting a family. These days, they can focus on their son and his interests.
Hi, my name's Rain, and I'm at Warren T. Jackson Newsroom, and this is their anchor desk, and they tell us about the weather, the birthdays, and the lunches, and we watch it every single morning.
Born to be in TV, Rain is an avid reader and, like his mom, a wildlife enthusiast. Principal Brent McBride is happy to have him here.
A lot of times as an international baccalaureate school, we look for ways to incorporate other cultures. So Rain is able to talk about the wildlife, the elephants, the cheetahs, all of the things that he sees in South Africa or saw in South Africa. So it's great to have him as a member of our community, and we're very excited that your family is a member of our community.
Rian's DIY skills have found a new avenue in Atlanta.
I'm still doing my woodwork. So now that I don't have a TV show anymore, fixing and building things, I created my own workshop and I make the most beautiful tables and do lathe work, and I'm still enjoying what I love.
Rain is following his father into woodwork when Rian's not busy managing a local coffee business.
What I like about it is the whole thing that I do about organizing everything. Everything is clean. I work on the machines, I fix the machines, that's what I'm doing. I'm actually becoming a very good coffee connoisseur.
The family have met a sizable expat community here, including Biltong bar owner Justin Anthony.
You know, we started the very first South African restaurant in America back in 1998, which just turned 19 years old, 10 degrees south. So we've been pushing that South African theme for many years. And then there's probably, I think, about over 50,000 South Africans in Atlanta. So, you know, it's really great to have a piece of home here.
They miss family and high-felt thunderstorms, but enjoy some home comforts.
I can get my biltong here, I can get my Kaisers, everything that I want to drink, and of course, my speciality is my Mrs. Balls. But you've made a lot of new friends here, huh? Mm-hmm. Are you happy here?
Yes.
Okay, good, because we are the what?
Garforth-Venters.
We are the 3-4 Garforth-Venters.
3 musketeers.
Michelle never forgets that she belongs to the ever-growing top-billing family of cast and crew, many of whom now live and work in all corners of the world.
Happy birthday, Top Billing! Cheers!
Michelle, we wish the Garforth-Venters much love and adventure and happiness.
And chutney.
Yes, and chutney. But thank you to you and Noel, Nigel, Neville, Neil.
2 geriatrics here, bad idea.
Back at you, Neil, for blazing a trail for us.
Much love.
You always wanted the last word.
And respect.
Coming up, no matter how sexy they tell him he is, Jonathan's sister keeps his ego in check. And Simba still makes us laugh through the tears.
Like 007, Top Billing's leading man has been played by some notable men, not least the one to my left.
In my book, Jonathan continues to be one of our best, and we, together with his family, have really enjoyed seeing him attain that Hall of Fame status.
John could get by on his natural advantages, but showing his limitations against Wade Fanikek, taking a hit for charity, or confronting his fear of sharks to promote their conservation, this is where he shines. John is only human, and it's his greatest talent. The Boynton-Lees have watched it all.
For us, it's been fantastic that top billing has been going for 25 years. And in the last 5 years, we have taped every single top billing program on a Thursday night. In fact, I've just today had to buy a third decoder because we've now filled 2 decoders with top billing programs. And my wife, Brahman, won't let me delete any of it.
We have definitely, over the past 5 years, as Tubby said, been Top Billing's biggest fans. And when I go and do my grocery shopping, and when I go to the bank, all the tellers are very interested in Jonathan, where he is, whether he's here, whether he's overseas. And in fact, one of the young ladies calls me her mother-in-law because she's very hopeful of actually meeting Jonathan and, you know, taking it from there.
There was instant chemistry when John interviewed SA-born Miss USA 2012 Nana Merriweather in New York. On her visit back home, he was introduced to the family.
So you're one of the first African lawyers in the country.
Yes,
your negotiation skills are top-notch.
Yes, they are.
Let's speak Lobola. What am I looking at here for that lovely girl over there?
I'm thinking $1 million.
$1 million what?
Cows.
$1 million cows?
$1 million cows. Non-negotiable.
And now all we're really worrying about is him finding a very nice girl and settling down.
It will happen. What was clear from the day viewers met Jonathan on the top billing presenter search is that he'll make a great father. Happiness is any time spent with his niece, Madison Lee, and nephew, Matthew.
You're shy now. You guys normally can't keep you quiet now because there's a camera, you're shy. I need to ask you, what's it like having a super famous uncle?
I don't know. I don't know.
Hey, what's it like having a super famous uncle? Come on.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Whoa.
What about like when all the women come and bang the door and like trying to get to me and we have to chase them away? It's a headache, right? Hey?
As sister to Jonathan, Jennifer van Jaarsveld soon discovered that public interest is part of the job.
So we were at Clearwater Mall and we were coming around the corner with the kids and Jonathan, and all of a sudden we heard these shrieks from these ladies, and I thought that something was gone terribly wrong and we all had to hit the deck and I had to grab my children, but alas, it was just these ladies recognizing Jonathan and screeching in delight and running up to him to give him a hug and to have a few selfies.
But John's triumph on Strictly Come Dancing, being voted SA's sexiest man or favorite TV presenter, has never gone to his head.
And I would like to thank my sister in front of the nation for always bringing me back down to earth. If I feel like, you know, Jen will always be the one saying, you weren't that great, or you didn't look that good, or what were you wearing? Or so people ask me, people ask me how I stay grounded, and well, this is the reason right here. This is how I stay grounded.
His profile continues to grow. Jonathan is the star of a new thriller being distributed internationally, and he has 2 more movies coming out in 2018.
So currently, I'm on to I think my 3rd movie for the year. Our horror movie premiered at Cannes Film Festival. We've shot 2 local movies now, which will be released mid-2018, I think. So I've been doing a lot of movies, which is really awesome, and it was great to have top billing on the last set. Ironically enough, it was a scene where I was getting married, so it's probably the only wedding the top billing will ever shoot of mine is in a movie. But it was really cool to have them there, and so movies has always been my first love, you know, movies and TV. So it's been great to do a couple of feature films. Want to just keep making great content, you know, inspiring people through the medium of film and using that to make a difference and give back and inspire change, and yeah.
A writer and director, John's happy behind and in front of the camera and loves being part of top billing.
The thing I enjoy most about it is it's a collaboration, it's a team thing. There's the guy behind the camera and the director and sound, and it's a whole team, and you make great memories together, and that's the fun part about making television, is you're doing all this stuff together and you're going on these journeys, and I'm just so excited for all the journeys that lie ahead, you know, because top billing is always, it's an adventure because you never know what's coming next, but you know it's always going to be fun.
Wow, the way Jonathan tackled his career on Top Billing, in film, let's not forget the dance floor. The man is living several lives.
In his friend Simba, Jonas saw how brightly a light can shine, and we all did. The legacy of the great man continues to drive and inspire us all.
Each Top Billing fan is unashamedly vocal about who their favorite presenter is. When it came to Simba Mhere, the son of a pastor, he won hearts across the board.
Good evening and welcome to a Top Billing special on the life-changing effect the presenter search has had on our winners.
Yeah, like Jonathan's dress sense for starters.
Simba can actually speak to women now.
Hey, listen, we've both got a lot to be thankful for.
See, the thing with Simba was when, he won the presenter search 2 years before me, so we had that in common. We'd been through the same things. And obviously joining a show as massive as Top Billing, it's pretty scary in the beginning. And Simba kind of took me under his wing, even though he was about 10 years younger than me. But he became like a big brother to me, and he showed me the ropes. Whenever I was feeling a bit out of my depth, I would give him a call and say, what I do in this situation. And we presented a lot of stuff together, which was always my favorite.
I was asked to do a shoot with this new guy, Jonathan, whatever his name is. And what better way to break him in than a dude, Raj?
I don't need breaking in. Simba, wait, they're live animals out here.
This was hardly the workday of an accounting graduate, but Simba was too big a personality to spend his life crunching numbers. A former Gauteng 100-meter sprint champion, he was always game to get the true measure of his guests. And if John was to be a movie star, he had to prove his mettle.
Really? I shot you first! Dude, you're the new guy, get down! I shot you first, get down!
John was a perfect foil to Simba's sense of humor.
That's what it feels like to be the new guy. Jacqui, welcome to the team, mate.
Because, being best friends off camera, it translates to camera as well, and people love that vibe.
What Top Billing is, there's always going to be a party, so let's get things started, my man. Let's do it. Sweet. He always wanted to be a mermaid.
It's merman.
Sort of have to work with.
A Vaal River road trip to promote travel within our borders became a bruising weekend for John.
We're on our way to Paris, and I'm doing all the driving today because he decided to go into a charity boxing match, and he's the charity case.
Yeah, I've got a fractured nose, a black eye, the nose is swollen, but it shows you one thing, it shows you I'm competitive. And when you're hitting the road with your mate, there's going to be a bit of healthy competition along the way. So
is that a challenge?
That's a challenge, my brother.
You mess with the bull.
Oh! In the face, dude. You're shooting at my head.
No one said play nice.
First shot he shoots me is in my face. And then I duck down because he shot me in my face. And then he shoots me in the top of the head. And then I'm like, don't shoot me, Simba, you got me in the top of the head. And then he shoots me in my chest.
I'll get lunch.
I'm gonna have to eat through a straw. So right from the beginning, he really took me under his wing. And that's where the friendship started, is we had that mutual thing of both winning a presenter search, both knowing what it's like, how scary it can be. And I'm always very thankful for that. Cut. What's going on here, Hayley?
This is...
You're breaking my heart here. Are you?
Like we heard you're
cheating on me with another dancer.
Yeah. It's my place of work.
This is like busted in the act. What's going on here? Huh? I mean, it's okay, it's Johannes, but still.
For all the acclaim which Jonathan and Hayley Bennett-Fraden received on Strictly Come Dancing, it was only going to invite more teasing from Simba.
John, you get us some coffee. I'm gonna get some gossip from your parents here. He couldn't dance though, right?
Well, he never danced. I mean, he's turned out to be quite a dancer, but he had, truly Simba, he had never danced, because we go to the Drakensberg, to the cavern every year, and they have a dance on New Year's Eve and a dance on Christmas Eve, and Jonathan never even walked around the floor. So when he said, Mom, they want me to come on Strictly Come Dancing, I said, but Jonathan, you can't dance. So he said, yeah, but they teach you.
And with his popular victory, they obviously taught him well. John knew any pose on Instagram or Facebook would never be safe from ambush by Simba. The big man was the ideal insurance policy against taking your celebrity status or social media numbers too seriously.
Let me change, I'll see now.
Okay, fantastic.
Get your funny face on. Don't steal my thunder. Don't take pictures of it.
When choosing 2014's favorite TV presenter, South Africa spoke loud and clear and gave Simba the nod. An invitation to John to get even.
Dude, are you following us because this is my time, like my spotlight? You photobombed my last photo shoot, dude, so now I'm gate crashing your interview, and I had to meet the man of the moment.
Jonathan's ego was never in danger of overinflating, not with his fellow presenter in the building.
You had to steal my thunder again. Can you just give me my moment, Simba? You know, everything that I've achieved is massively a part because of him. Actually, not a part, it's all because of him. You know, everything, he was a much better presenter than I was, but he's passed on some of his knowledge to me, and I think it's helped a hell of a lot. This award's actually for Simba, because if he was here, he would have won this award again.
You the man. Oh, you the man. All right, I'm the man.
Simba, in your own words, you were half man, half amazing. You surely were.
To the Mhere family, know that your son inspires us every day. We miss him.
Coming up, Michael's baby boy is now in matric. His daughter's as beautiful as her mum, and their youngest has inherited Dad's sense of humour.
So, Dr. Moore, as a successful doctor, an adventurer, and a family man, what would be your advice on living the best of the good life?
Thank you for that short list, Bassie. I would say, and it's a great question, I would say we only have one life. It is not a dress rehearsal, so make the most of every moment. Cherish the one thing you can't bank or save or recover, and that's time. And we've had some of the times of our lives on Top Billing, haven't we?
Man, we sure have, my friend, we sure have.
The last word, there it is, the last word, every time.
To call former Mr. South Africa and pediatric trauma doctor Michael Mall an overachiever would be an understatement. But what Top Billing audiences soon learned in his decade as the anchor presenter of the show was that he always did it with a disarming sense of humor.
When you're in Vienna, one of Europe's cultural capitals, you want to stay in a hotel that has hosted some of the world's greatest icons. Queen Elizabeth II, Indira Gandhi, John F. Kennedy, the Japanese Emperor, Walt Disney, Charlie Chaplin, Mick Jagger, and Michael Mall. I know. How dare I rank someone like Mick Jagger with all those famous personalities?
Raised and educated in Pretoria, today Michael calls Cape Town home and Muizenberg his backyard. A morning spent surfing is the doctor's best therapy and a place to hang 10 with his children.
You've always been a bit of an action man on Top Billing, so it's no surprise to find you here.
It is. This is great family time. This is the time to talk to your kids. You know, we can't exercise together, you can't run or bike together, but surf, yes. Out hunting waves, hanging around on the back line, sitting in boards, talking about stuff. It's great father, son and daughter time.
A father with a license to thrill.
Sitting in a car like this makes you feel like James Bond. I mean, I just want to shoot somebody. Well, not that James Bond shoots people indiscriminately, but, you know, blow that building up, it's just fantastic.
Please make a U-turn, if possible.
Because you see, he doesn't have to deal with that woman's voice. I mean, come on. I want to hit the eject button, and I do just... Oh, okay. Clearly that was the brake button. Concentrate, Mike.
For a child who grew up during the Cold War between East and West, the chance to travel to Russia and take a ride in a Soviet fighter jet was impossible to resist.
The Russian-built MiG-25, as old as I am, the fastest fighter aircraft in the world, flies up to speeds of 3,000 kilometers an hour. That's like a kilometer a second, like Pretoria to Joburg in less than 5 minutes, and from the Earth to the edge of space in under half an hour.
What were some of your favorite adventures when you were on the show?
There was that flight to the edge of space. I think that's still one of my favorite moments. I still have that helmet. I smuggled a MiG helmet out of Moscow. I mean, how stupid. But it was just such a big moment. I had to have some sort of recollection of it. And that's pride of place at home. I remember that daily, you know. I think I just put my hand up when people said, hey, who wants to do this? I'm like, me, I'll try it. I'll go to Borneo. I'll go to the Amazon. I'll try this. I'll swim here, surf there. So it was really, really great. Wonderful experience.
While enjoying a healthy lifestyle of his own, Michael's drive towards affordable universal healthcare saw him launch game-changing mobile technology to give access to doctors anytime, anywhere. His constant support continues to be his wife and mother to their 3 children, Jacqui Mall.
You two look so good together in the kitchen. Who usually does the cooking?
Jacqui does, but I do know my way around the kitchen. I mean, pot, stove, oven, voila! Oh, wait, that's the dishwasher. Oven! But she's the cook.
No, well, this is exactly what I love about Michael, and that's exactly what endeared me to him on TV, and I think what endears a lot of people to Michael for all those years on TV was that he's so much fun. And what he is at home is exactly what you see on TV.
You also released a cookbook.
The whole idea behind the book was quick and healthy family fare. So the big idea is families eat together, hang together in the kitchen, but no one likes to make a long meal, so it's meant to be quick. And of course, it's meant to be healthy. So John did the sort of recipe kind of stuff, I did the tasting and the health tips. Today, we are making, Jade, steamed trout with sugar snaps and citrus salad. Jacqui's nodding because she knows that I have no idea how to make this.
Jacqui, take the lead.
So as you can see, it's incredibly simplistic, very much all about natural, raw ingredients. And this is such an easy recipe. It's kind of like paint by numbers. So neither of us are acclaimed chefs, and we admit that. But most difficult thing for Michael would be to determine what is watercress and what is rocket. You can't make that mistake.
That is me.
And you do know the difference between asparagus and snap peas?
Yes. Snap peas.
Snap peas.
Okay. Top Billing has been a family show from day one, and the Malls gave that idea meaning with their willingness to be on camera.
It's one thing to say it's easy to learn to ski, it's quite another proving that. Well, let me show you the proof in the pudding. There it is. 3 days ago, my kids had never skied in their life before. They couldn't even put on skis. Now look at them. They're just, oh, such a proud dad.
Your family and home have featured on Top Billing over the years. What are your fondest memories?
I think for us, the most exciting moments have been when Michael and Top Billing has included our family to go with on trips. And I think our most fun experience was when we went to Balmoral with our kids.
Oh, that was great.
At that stage, Josh was 10, Rachel was 8. They were tiny. We left little Nathan behind in South Africa. And it was the most amazing thing to see these little kids blossom literally in the snow.
And the funniest?
But I was in Australia and was taken around the country with an Aboriginal guy, fantastic, knew all about the country, and he introduced me to lemon ants. You know, and I said, why is it called a lemon ant? And he said, well, because they taste like lemon.
Tastes like lemon.
That's lemony, yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's not too bad at all.
I can't believe I just ate an ant. But the crazy thing is, I said to him, you're right, it tastes like lemon. He goes, I don't know, mate, I've never tried one of those. I'm like, oh, you know. But there you go, I mean, it's crazy the stuff you do, right?
Jacqui is a strengths finder coach who's working to enable and empower women to find their calling and live their best story.
Jacqui, I can't believe you did it, girl, but you certainly did. How was it?
Well, as Top Billing would say, we did it in style. I really had the privilege of working in the production side of Top Billing for a couple of years, and it was the most amazing experience. I love this family. I love all of the guys that put this show together. Mike just gets to have all the fun in front of the camera, but I know how much hard work goes into actually putting this together.
And so what's next for the family?
Well, I think for the family, it's really our kids. You know, we've had our time. It's now their chance to find their superpower, their talents, their gifts, their strengths, and really to help them launch.
Our eldest son is now going to matric. He debuted on a Top Billing Links show. Remember?
He was about this small.
Good evening and welcome to Top Billing. In Bassie's absence, a special word of welcome to my co-host and protege for tonight, Joshua Mole. Now, it's a big moment for him, so you'll forgive his loss of words.
And the crew were awesome. They just embraced this beautiful little baby boy, and now he's in matric next year.
On a stage, singing his heart out, you know, my daughter too. It's phenomenal.
So
it's exciting to see.
Almost 20 years of we've literally brought up our family on Top Billing.
It's true, yeah. So watch the space.
Joshua, age 17, Rachel, 15, and Nathan, at 9 years old, have each found their own strong voice within the family.
Josh, you just came back from the World Speaking Championships in Canada. How was that?
Yeah, it was lots of fun, really cool experience. It was nice to meet everyone from the different countries, and it was freezing, but lots of fun, yeah.
And did you come back with any titles?
I won the after-dinner speaking, which was pretty cool.
And I believe the three of you are all very passionate about music.
I sing quite a bit, play guitar a little as well.
Yeah, I sing and I play the piano. And I also play the piano and a bit of the drums.
You must have quite a noisy household then.
Well, we got a semi-soundproof room, so we don't bother the neighbours. So I doubt you bother them. You
probably entertain them.
What was it like growing up with Top Billing and seeing your dad on TV?
Yeah, it was nice to see him on TV. That was really cool. Awesome to go on holidays because of it. Wait, what? My dad was on TV?
Oh my goodness.
That's classic Nathan, but he was too young to remember any of me on TV, actually.
What would you say you've learned from your dad?
Well, my dad and I both share a love of photography, and he's taught me how to take really good photos, which I really like, and we like to go outdoors and take photos.
Yeah, he's a very authentic guy, so he's taught me a lot about that. Just be true to yourself.
I like going on adventures, like going camping with him. Like we just did like a few weeks ago, and we went to Komaki, and he told me that chocolate was bad.
Yes, Nathan, you're right. Chocolate is bad for you. And he listened. What do you say we eat, guys?
Yes.
Shall we? Father, thank you for this lovely food. Keep us strong and healthy that we might live and love for you and see the world the way you do. Amen.
Amen.
A strong faith and self-image is what Michael's father wanted for him, and the tradition continues. Coming up, Bassie gives away many of her clothes, but these ones she's keeping for her daughter. Plus, we chat about the friendship behind the show.
I realize it might be quite hard to see me behind Bassie's pose, but at the risk of stating the dazzlingly obvious, the glam we associate with Top Billing's leading ladies always comes back to Bassie, who since the mid-90s has set the benchmark.
Oh, I give up on you, Michael. Who needs enemies? But anyway, thank you for that kind compliment. If there's any truth to that, it's because I've been very blessed with the best of South African designers in my corner.
Michael spent years learning about women's fashion by association.
That is a gorgeous frock, so
lovely,
darling, not for you, that's for sure. I mean,
Bassie took every opportunity she could to immerse herself in different cultures.
so 12 meters of silk. You can't get it better.
Trips to the Big Apple have been invaluable in learning from the best.
New York is a buzz again with the Mercedes-Benz Fashion Week 2004 Spring Collection. An entry into Bryant Park is by invitation only, which makes it one of the most sought-after tickets on the international fashion calendar. Naturally, we were invited.
As she's moved into her role as producer and businesswoman, Bassie has forged a style entirely her own. She's distilled both international and African influences into a signature look.
How would you define your style?
Jade, I think my style has evolved over the years. In my early days, after winning Miss South Africa, I got exposed to designers, and obviously through Top Billing, I got to travel the world and go to many a fashion week. And I've always been a girl's girl at heart. I love playing dress up, but I think over the years, my favorite designer has always been Gavin Rajah. He just got me from day one. Even at my heaviest, he always used to make me look amazing. Through my pregnancies, he made me look glorious. Even today, I mean, I always go to Gavin for the events that I have to show up looking ultra glam. And yeah, I think I've always had the eye for aesthetics and all things beautiful. I love texture, I love fabrication, I love color. And so the iconic looks that Gav has created for me over the years, I mean, I've kept most of the gowns, even though I give away my clothes all the time. But there's some specific, absolute gorgeous gowns that I have to keep for my little girl.
So you two have obviously known each other for years. Have you formed a very close friendship?
You know, for me, it's one of those most amazing things because, you know, I was this kind of small town boy from nowhere. And so when you're really starting out, it's important for people to wear your clothes, but not just wear it, you know. Bassie's been the first one who wore it and paid for it. And this process is about not just fashion, it's about coming together and forming a very strong kind of friendship and bond.
And he cooks a mean curry. I mean, you want to go to Gavin's house just for the curry. Oh, my love. Love your cooking, darling.
Oh, you're welcome anytime, darling.
With a huge number of business, media and charity engagements through the year, she champions the best South African design.
I think the one thing at Bassie, she's not about theatrics or being clownish. I think, you know, it's really about the fashion and it's really about her wearing the clothes. But the clothes are about longevity and they're about being as beautifully constructed on the outside as she is on the inside.
Oh, you see why I love him?
I do. Bassie, can you please take us through some of your iconic dresses?
Okay, let's get dressed up.
We'll see you in a bit.
See you in a bit.
This lady knows how to make an entrance.
Wow.
Look at you.
Yes, baby.
Oh, that metallic is everything. I'm obsessed with it.
I love this cape.
Obviously, when she went to the Met Gala event, we needed to create some kind of drama. So we had this wonderful cape, and we wanted it to be, kind of easily kind of detachable to reveal this very gorgeous silhouette. And then her wearing this very elongating kind of couture gown.
It's the essence of who I am in many ways. Feminine but structured, gentle but strong.
And also, let's not forget, always the signature of couture. So V-nose zips on the garments, always beautiful and delicate buttons. So the finishing, the nude silk lining inside the dress, it's just, it's really about craftsmanship.
Turning heads is sometimes about elegant restraint when everyone's expecting you to go all out.
This was a very beautiful dress, and I thought what we should do amongst all the kind of drama and the clutter that always happens at social functions, to keep it very pared down, very simple, and almost have that kind of New York-y kind of sophistication, but it was all about volume, silhouette, and cut. Bassie loves pockets.
I'm so big on pockets.
So it was also just keeping it modern.
Mrs. Kumalo was in her element.
You gotta wait for this one. I've asked Gavin to specially create my 25th top billing anniversary dress. You gotta stay tuned. But I just need a new face beat. We're taking it futuristic. And of course, new hairdo. And I'm gonna be hanging out with my partner Patience at the spa while we get dressed up for the iconic dress. 25 years, babe.
Ever since her top-billing co-producer Patience Stevens met then Miss South Africa and Miss World runner-up Basetsana Kumalo in 1994, the two have clicked. From colleagues, they became business partners, launching Tswelopele Productions, creating further TV shows, and always remaining firm friends.
Paige, one of my most treasured moments was when we went home to Soweto to film with my mom and my dad. Michelle Garforth was with me on that particular insert. And to have that visual, when every time I miss them, I can, click and see them sitting on my, dad's feet, my mom and him going through the photo album of me when I was a tiny tot. That for me is also one of those great memories that top billing has made for me through the years. My kids who never met my parents now, they know who Kulu and Gogo is because they see them, at a touch of a button. And yeah, and you know how my parents loved you.
I know, that was a magic moment for me, that your dad took me to the passage and he said he built this passage, that he built this house and he built this passage for you to walk down, to prepare for being a beauty queen. You used to walk down that passage, I think, with a book on your head, and you were prepared for being who you became. And then he showed me his book on positive thinking, and he showed me the pieces which he'd underlined, and I could read that and understand how he'd encouraged you with that positive thought and that positive energy.
My dad believed in us and made us believe in ourselves. And he used to say that we must dream big and God will dream an even bigger dream for us, but we must work hard. But also the sense of self-worth and self-belief, and that your perception of who you are defines who you become. And my father, you know him, Papa was just the most positive being. He'd walk into a room and light it up. And you're right, my dad instilled in my siblings and I that we can dream big and achieve anything we set our minds to. And I think they're smiling from heaven with this moment.
When my mother was sick in hospital, your parents bothered to go and visit her in hospital, and that's the kind of caring people that your parents were, and the depth of our relationship and the partnership.
If Bassie rose to become president of the Business Women's Association of South Africa, then her mother and teacher, Beatrice Kumalo, was her inspiration.
I would forever be indebted and grateful to you for being there for my mom when she was taking her last breath. And I remember I said, put the phone in her ear. And she did.
And I knew what was most important to her was hearing your voice and having to get through and make sure that she heard that goodbye from you.
And we were fighting the doctors. You said, I need her to speak to her daughter. And I told her that I loved her. And then you said she nodded. And that's when she passed away. You were there till the very end. And I'm forever grateful for that. That my mom could hear my voice and through you. And you're a friend for life.
Thank you.
Among the disciplines which Beatrice imparted to her daughter has been an ability to observe and learn. On Top Billing, you must cover travel, culture, architecture, design and cuisine as if each is a special interest of yours. With Bassie presenting and Patience directing, they had a hit formula.
Just as I was reflecting about this incredible journey with you was when we both used to travel together and we used to share a room. And I remember one evening, here I was on my side of the bed, I took out my Bible, and then here you were on the side of your bed, you were taking out your Bible. And I think for me that was a confirmation that this is a partnership that's meant to be, and that always has stayed with me through the years.
Still have that Bible beside my bed. There's a picture which you gave me that when you were Miss South Africa, it was your Miss South Africa PR thing, and I used it as a bookmark, and you wrote this special message to me saying, Paish, thank you for all your hard work.
The first-hand experience I gleaned from you, watching you, learning from you, and you are my mentor because you've taught me many things that I know today about television, about producing, about directing, about scripting, about content. Top Billing is what it is because you've been consistent in making sure we deliver the best quality program for our audiences. So what's your favorite memory, Paish, of the last 25 years?
I liked it when we went together and we went to Pakistan for the World Cup cricket. And we went to dinner one night and they had done the menu as a cricket bat. And I've still got that cricket bat. I keep it in a treasured place because I think this is a one-off memory which nobody else has got. And it's not just our partnership, but we've put our vision for South Africa first, a positive vision of showing people that dreams can come true, that if you have a vision, you can work towards achieving that vision. And we've shown the realities, the possibilities and the dreams becoming reality. And that's so heartwarming for me, to create a picture which people believe in and then make a reality for themselves.
It takes an army to do what we do. The team behind the scenes, the talent in front of the camera, the broadcaster that gives us a platform, our sponsors who believe in our show. So it's such a collaborative effort. No one person can stand here after 25 years and say, you know, we did it by ourselves. We did it with an army of incredible people around us and sharing this vision with us. And of course, wouldn't be 25 years old if it wasn't for a broadcaster that believed in us. I mean, SABC has been incredible.
I mean, that's the joy of Top Billing, that with the help of the broadcaster, and only with the broadcaster, because we couldn't do this if we didn't have that platform, that we have created stars. And those stars have given back so much to the South African people. I mean, when you think of Simba, that winner of the presenter search, this person you could relate to, who achieved so much and people related to what he was doing and lived it with him. And that how he was an inspiration to Jonathan, and how Jonathan lives on with that memory of this precious friendship.
And every time we've always gone back to the vision of why we created Tswelopele. As you well know, I mean, Papa was Tswana, so Tswelopele means progress. But then you came up with this brilliant idea of our logo being a ladybird.
The ladybirds. I've always loved ladybirds, and to me, when they open their wings and fly, they represent good luck. And I wanted us to be associated with good luck and this beautiful creature which could spread its wings and fly, just like we could.
It's Jonathan. Yes.
And we've made so many beautiful dreams come true for the presenters, for the people who work behind the scenes, and for viewers who are inspired by it. And now when I go to auditions, I see these young South Africans coming up and they say, I work so hard, I've got this degree, I go to gym, these are my missions, I have these charities that I work for. And I think these people are the children who've grown up with Top Billing, who've grown up with that wonderful work ethic and that positive approach to life, that they're going to make the most of themselves, that they're going to study, they're going to make sure that they're as fit and as strong as possible, and that they're going to do things for other people at the same time. And if we've left any heritage with Top Billing, it's encouraging people to do that, to make the most of themselves and of their lives.
And I think that deserves a toast.
A toast.
Cheers.
My dearest friend and partner.
DFP, we call each other DFP, dear friend and partner, to 25 years.
25 years.
Cheers.
To mark a generation on air and a show spanning 3 decades demanded something classic.
Hello! Yes, the future looks bright. OMG, Gavin Rajah.
Gavin, you've done it again.
Thank you so much. So I think what we wanted to create was something which was really contemporary and relevant, just like Top Billing has been for the last 25 years of all our lives and to South African audiences. So hopefully this is going to have as much relevance 25 years down the line, and Top Billing will continue to light up our lives.
Coming up, we thank the broadcaster who's given Top Billing the stage, bringing you the best of the good life and making dreams come true.
Trends, ideas, and people change with the seasons, and in television, it is no different.
So for us to remain South Africa's longest running lifestyle show, we needed a home and a license to keep bringing you the best of the good life, no matter what.
We needed a stage like SABC3.
It always seems impossible until it's done. Showing how South Africans achieve and live these words inspires Aisha Mohammed.
I've grown up watching Top Billing, so 25 years, is a long time. And I think the elements that I've enjoyed probably the most has been, so many beautiful weddings, so many beautiful houses, but also just having a vision and a view into different people's lives and what can be possible and what is possible about the average South African.
SABC3, we are a channel that is very much about pushing the lifestyle envelope. Top Billing is the show that brings lifestyle to the people, and then it takes you on the journey. And it's such an inspirational show that I think it allows the viewers to dream.
What makes it so unique as a lifestyle program is the ability to find the most amazing stories. It's not just about finding that beautiful house, it's about how did you get to that house? Where did you start?
It has entrenched itself in the minds or in the industry. Just the mere fact of appearing on Top Billing can be your architecture, your designers, your personalities, how their career just blossoms. So I think that's what Top Billing has, the power that it has as a brand.
People want to be on Top Billing. They want to see what I did. Everybody can learn and see from that. And that's what makes it different.
Top Billing has maximized on the value that social media has brought to the South African entertainment landscape. With a 9 million strong digital presence, purely on Top Billing, TV viewing has become a community event. Beyond the show that you see on the weekly basis, we are able to gather useful insights from our audiences, and that helps us craft a dynamic and exciting show which is relevant to the diverse audiences of Top Billing. Over the past 25 years, Top Billing has been known to give the best prizes. So we are excited to be giving the slice of the best of the good life with the amazing prizes that we'll be giving away both on social media and on the show.
Everything about Top Billing represents the stage is yours. It's about aspiring to be more, to want more, to have a drive to succeed, about making sure that every South African has the opportunity to deliver exactly what it is that is part of their dreams and their aspirations. So I think the tagline of The Stage is Yours was very much around aspirational views and about delivering more and about wanting more. And Top Billing is exactly that.
Mini Mandy Kuwe, Mini Mandy Kuwe, Mini Mandy Top Billing. 25 years of bringing you the best of the good life, and thank you so much that I could be part of that journey.
Top Billing, happy birthday. Thank you for opening people's dreams, being a pioneer in what you do, and allowing us to dream and see a world in a different place. We wish you an amazing birthday, and here's to another 25 years. I do think we're going to grow all together.
25 years. That's not a very long time. If you're a human being, it means you're just getting started, you're still young, you have loads to learn. If you're a magazine show, however, and you're still around, 25 years later, it means you're at the top of your game with no end in sight. So here's to a very happy 25th birthday. Top Billing, to everyone behind the cameras, everyone in front of the cameras, and all the viewers watching, thank you for always sharing the best of the good life with all of us.
Happy birthday, Top Billing. Look at you, 25 years later. You're still a trailblazer, you're still a trendsetter, you're still cute and still sassy. How do you do it? Gosh, that quarter of a century went by like a long weekend. Far too fast.
Happy birthday, Top Billing. Here's to 25 years of the best of travel, lifestyle, food, architecture, and experiences. Here's to another 25 years more.
Happy 25th birthday, Top Billing. It's been an absolute dream come true to be part of the family, and I'm so, so grateful. I wish you many, many more years to come.
What I love about Top Billing is that you keep your viewers engaged. Continue doing that, and well done on 25 years.
Happy 25 years, Top Billing. We've had an amazing run on SABC3, and I wish you many, many more happy years ahead.
Tonight begins a festive birthday party of the year on Top Billing.
We have viewer competitions with awesome prizes worthy of 25 years of being with you, so stay tuned. You do not want to miss a thing.
Have to say this to you, my friend, it has been sublime, an absolute blast to hang out with this one.
I missed this a lot.
Thank you for your company. Until next Thursday.
I'm going to have the last say. Good night and God bless. No, you can't kiss. You cannot. No, it doesn't count. It does not count. Go, go. Good night.
Stand a chance of winning your slice of the best of the good life with this LG 55-inch OLED TV with supreme image quality and extreme thinness, valued at 40,000 Rand. To enter, retweet Top Billing's 25th birthday LG TV competition post on Twitter and you'll be entered into the draw. Competition closes on Monday the 18th of December at 12 midday. T's and C's apply and can be found on topbilling.com.